Howdy guys, it's Joe here, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the brand new season and a bit of the way to improve in the season even before you start playing. Now, of course, I know the season did just come out yesterday, and in fact, it came out while I was playing on a 3v3 tournament at a Comic-Con, so that was fun. We had to wait for the update, but anyways, it did come out just yesterday. And it does also happen to be that it's a nice season. It's doing pretty well, and I do see a lot of potential for this season. I see a lot of people really enjoying this season and more people playing this season. And with that in mind, I kind of want to talk about how you can personally kind of improve during the season. How you can start right now to thinking about the long term, I guess you could say. And also just how to get a better rank in this season compared to last season. And what could all of this gold be? Where could this come from? Where could the success be created from? Well, it mainly just comes from, setting goals. Now, personally for myself, I am one that has loved to set goals in the past. I set goals for a GPA, I set goals for what job I want, I set goals for pretty much everything. Even what I want to buy to make for dinner. I guess you could call that not a goal. I set a goal that I want to make myself dinner, and I want to make it a good dinner. Yeah, I set goals for a lot of things. And in Overwatch, setting goals is an even better thing than you could really imagine. Now, let's just kind of think about this just a little bit. So, let's say you're going into the brand new season with no goals in mind. Sure, you could do pretty well. Let's consider that maybe you're a pretty dang good player, and you get placed somewhere either in silver or in gold. Well, you're probably going to be like, this is pretty fun. You're going to play a little bit, maybe go from silver to gold, maybe go from gold to maybe platinum, and you really aren't going to move up way too much or move down way too much. You're probably going to stay kind of similar to where you were at the beginning. You're going to kind of just become happy with what you had at the beginning, and without any really gold, there's nothing to really push you to try to become a better player early on. Now, of course, later on in the season, maybe you'll get a lot of really good intuition in your head that, I should be trying to play a lot more. I should be trying to get that master tier, that diamond tier. But early on, I don't feel like a lot of people have that unless they have a goal preset before the season starts. Or I guess, since we're already starting the brand new season, as the season just barely starts. So, what type of goals could I actually set for myself? This is probably the main question you're asking, because of course, it's pretty easy to tell that goals are good. Goals can kind of just give you a direction for where you want to go in the future and what you want to do. So, what are some goals? Well, first off, and probably one of the easiest goals is just to say, maybe I want to play the game at least 30 minutes or at least 15 minutes a day to stay in practice for when I want to play those ranked games. Now, I would definitely recommend this if you possibly have maybe 15 minutes to spare at night, in the morning, through the day, anytime. If you can stay in practice, this will just really help you in the long run, especially in Overwatch, just getting used to, your mouse sensitivity and just walking around, the maps. You want to stay in practice, so maybe setting a goal for playing the game at least 15 minutes a day, or trying to whenever you, of course, have the opportunity. You won't always be able to complete these goals the second that you want to, but at least trying to do something like that. Now, yeah, for me, of course, I'm not the perfect guy in the world. I do make some mistakes in this, and I don't always practice for those 15 minutes a day. I don't always have time to practice. Everybody's not, completely rich and has all the time in the world. That doesn't really happen all the time. But if you do put at least some goals to try to do the best that you can, you will probably, in the long run, improve. Now, yeah, that's a pretty freaking simple goal, really not way too hard to think about. But you could also have some other goals, such as this goal, where, you want to become one of the better Hanzos in the game, so you decide a goal that whenever a DPS hero is needed, or you just need a DPS hero for your team at all, you're going to go for that Hanzo. Whenever Hanzo is applicable, you're going to pick him. Now, of course, there's a lot of situations in the game where maybe you could pick Hanzo, maybe you could pick McCree, maybe Soldier, maybe Genji or something like that. But you could have a goal that whenever there's a chance that I could play Hanzo, or, Mei, Mercy, any of those characters, whatever character you decide on, that I will play that character, that I'll put my full effort into that character and try to become as good with that character as I can possibly become. Now, of course, for myself, I have had a little bit of problems with this. I've been a person that really likes to play Hanzo, but at the same time, I'm like many other people, where I like to play a lot of characters. So, sometimes I'll be playing Hanzo, then sometimes instantly switch to McCree for a few days, back to Hanzo. Sometimes you just want a little bit more accuracy, and you just want to be able to hit shots a lot more often, which Hanzo really can't offer way too much. Well, at least before his logs. But yeah, there was that problem with myself. And I often did have a really big problem with this, until I did set the goal, at least for myself, that during this brand new season, I don't want to be playing as much Hanzo as I possibly can, or at least when Hanzo is playable, or when we need someone that does damage. Of course, if we need someone that's like a Zarya, if we need someone that's like a support, I'm gonna go those people, of course. But you just want to set goals that you can complete, and that will, of course, just help you in the long run, which I feel like picking a main, or picking some characters that you really want to play, and putting that into a goal, that can be really useful. Now, these are just simply goals to help you improve at the game, but how can these goals actually kind of correlate into helping you improve at least your ranking tier or just getting a higher rank? Well, I'd say probably the easiest and the simplest goal in order to get a higher tier or higher rank from setting goals is to set an exact goal for what rank you want or for what tier you want. You could say, I want Diamond, I want at least Platinum, I want Grandmaster, I want Master, I want, 5,000 points, which you probably shouldn't go for that hard of a goal. But no matter what you decide on, I feel like this can really help quite a bit. Now, for myself personally, during the last season, I was playing a decent amount of ranked. Honestly, I didn't play that much ranked. And when I finally got into ranked, the season ended, so that's too bad for me. But what I did learn from last season is that when I didn't have a goal, there was really no big reason for me to continue playing ranked. Especially with the system that we previously had, the 1 to 100, I didn't really know what rank really meant, how good you were. So I was like, 58-ish, good enough for me, I guess, so I just stopped playing. Well, if I have a goal in this new season, which for myself at least for now is Diamond, I want to try to get to Diamond eventually. I'm going to keep playing more ranked games, keep grinding, keep trying to get better at the game until I reach that goal, which you normally really wouldn't do way too often. There's not much of a time that, you'd initially be placed in bronze and then you'd be like, well, I guess I'll play a few games. You go to silver, I guess I'll play a few more games, and then you go to gold, a few more, platinum, and then, you finally get to diamond. That really won't happen way too often. But let's say that you're placed in bronze, placed in silver, and you have the goal, the dream to get to diamond. You're probably going to give yourself the drive to get there. Add the dream, add the drive, and you got there. Then, yeah, that's just what I've personally found quite a bit in the past. Now, of course, this really applied to me when I was playing a game like League of Legends. For myself, the first season as well with this, I said, I just want to get out of bronze 1. You don't have to set the biggest goals in the world. Maybe you just want to get from bronze to silver. That's good enough. Just pick that goal. So yeah, in League of Legends, I wanted to get from bronze 5 to bronze 1. I did that in like 2 months or whatever. And then after that, I decided another goal. Now I want to get to, gold 5 at least. Did that. Then finally I decided I want to get to at least like platinum 5 or 4. So then after a few months, after a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication to the game, I finally got to that ranking and I finally achieved what I wanted to achieve. You have to put in the time, you have to put in the effort, and you will get the reward. And of course, goals are just a thing that makes you want to get the reward even more. And of course, if you put your eye on the reward, the eye on seeing how good you are, seeing how much you're going to improve, it'll make going for that reward a lot easier as well. I feel like it'll just make your time a lot easier and a lot funner. Especially just when you reach that reward, it feels so good to know that you spent all that time, you put this goal, and you finally completed that goal. And of course, you can put, sub goals in between. I want to get at least 500 points by tonight, something like that. But don't put anything that's too impossible, and don't put anything that you want too fast. Don't get bronze and then say in the first week, you know what, I want diamond right now. I'm going to get diamond in the next week, or else I'm going to quit the game. Don't do anything like that. Don't go anything way too radical. You have to do what you think your best you could do right now. You can't do something that you couldn't do at all. You just have to go for the best you and just try to improve. Try to improve slowly, or try to improve quickly, I guess. Just don't go for something way past your level, or else you won't be able to achieve it quick enough, and you're just kind of going to get a little bit discouraged. Just go for what you think you can achieve, and of course, once you finally achieve that, go to the next level, and you'll keep improving, and keep just getting better at the game. And yeah, that's just how you improve in my own opinion. I hope this video kind of taught you a little bit of stuff. Of course, for myself, I'm setting that goal, diamond. I'm going to be trying to get that goal of diamond. Tell me what your own goals are down below. I really want to know. Are you guys just wanting to improve at the game? Do you want to improve at a certain character? Or do you want to get to a certain ranking? And tell me why you want to get to that ranking. Personally, I just want to get to diamond because it seems like the ranking that I've always wanted to get in League, but I never put in enough effort. Maybe in this game, I will finally put enough effort. Not even maybe. I will put in enough effort in this game to get there, put in the time, and reach my goal. At least that's what my plan is right now. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, comment down below with my previous questions. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, or if this helps you at all, or if this will help you in the future. And one thing before I go, make sure to write this down somewhere, either on your iPhone, on your Android, or just on a piece of paper. Maybe even just put it on the wall right next to your computer. Make sure to write down your goal, so it'll kind of just pump you up before you go for your goal. That's what I do. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.